a farmer, he'll do what has to be done. I remember one time at 2 in the morning, I had a cow, had a calf, and I noticed a little bit of blood coming. So when I put my hand inside her, I could feel it. And it was just like somebody just turned a hose on. So I stood there holding that artery till 7 o'clock in the morning. Because if I would have went to try to make a phone call, that cow would have bled out. That cow's life was important.
My economic agenda can be summed up in 3 words: jobs, jobs, jobs. That means we're going to negotiate trade deals to protect our farmers, help them export their goods and make money doing it, and grow family farming in America. We're going to grow the farms.
Hey, growing up on a farm, it was a simple life. There were only 40 cows, my grandmother, my father, my uncle, and a bunch of his kids running around. I never stayed on this farm for a paycheck. I never looked at this as a job. I just enjoyed it. To me, this is the greatest place to raise a family. The reality of it is, they would never be able to accomplish what my father, my uncle, and I were able to do. And they would not be able to sustain what we have. I told them, I says, study hard, get a good education, get a good job where you can keep the farm. And hopefully, this is a place where you raise your kids. In the early 90s, there was this push from the industry to expand, get bigger. It changed from a lifestyle to a stressful business. As we got bigger, more automation. In the wintertime, I'm spending 18 hours a day just in the barn and not getting ahead. Leading up to the election in 2016, things were tough on a farm as far as stress, demanding, and watching Trump and his campaign ads, they gave you hope for a change. Things could possibly get better. He knows how to fire up a crowd.
Lower taxes, less regulation, better trade deals. It'll be a beautiful thing.
That sounded great to everybody out there. And it sounded good to me. But it did not take long. I realized that I had made a mistake by voting for Trump.
The world's 2 largest economies have moved beyond rhetoric and threats to a trade war.
When President Trump imposed tariffs on Chinese steel, the Chinese responded with tariffs on American agriculture. That meant an immediate 20 to 30% pay cut for some farmers here in Pennsylvania.
As trade tensions have heightened, soybean prices have declined. Soybeans fell more than 13% in the month of June, its worst monthly performance in 4 years.
How it affected me affected everybody in agriculture the same way. It did not discriminate on how big or how small you were. You would watch the news and you would hear the spin of how farmers were backing Trump. And I couldn't take it anymore. That was just a total lie. I get a call, and here was CNN. I talked to them, and they asked if they could come out to the farm. I was nervous about what was going to happen talking with CNN. But when I look at this place, and I know what it took to get this, the hard work and the sacrifices, I listened to this guy talk, and I was thinking, this is about my kids, my grandkids. This is about the future. When you're operating on margins of less than single-digit percentage margins, 20% is very devastating.
If the election were today, Frank, would you vote for Donald Trump?
No way. Couldn't happen.
No.
After I got done talking with the reporter, I wanted to say it again. I wanted to be louder about it. I wanted people to hear it. In my neighborhood, there wasn't a lot of positive feedback. But at some point in time, I started hearing other farmers voice their same opinions. I knew it wasn't just me. Then hearing other farmers agree with me and speak out even louder, it was satisfying to hear that. It was almost like, yeah, you did the right thing.
Four years ago, I made a mistake, yet I still have hope. I still have hope for the future, for the next generation and generations to come. But that hope only becomes reality when you as an individual go out and vote. And it doesn't matter how insignificant you think your vote is, when all those votes are added together, that hope becomes reality, and that reality becomes change for the future.